Hey guys, Jade here. If you didn't see my post from earlier this week, I'm going to start doing a series of weekly video tips or kind of discussion points, educational topics, so that we can all grow and learn together. So to kick this off, I'm going to talk about the threat bucket today, because the threat bucket is going to give us a little bit of context for all the things we're going to talk about moving forward. So I want you to imagine that you have a bucket that lives in your body or your chest or your head or however it makes most sense for you. I'm going to draw some visual on the board for ease of discussion. So please bear with my awesome art skills. So basically, this is going to be our threat bucket. And threat is another term for stress, but I prefer the term threat because it's more all-encompassing. What most people don't realize is that stress can come from way more places than people usually think. You know, the things we think of, like relationships, traffic, that kind of stuff. Yes, that is a type of stress, but there's also a type of stress that most people subject themselves to that they don't even know is going on. And so that's things like not eating right, not realizing it, not exercising right, not realizing it, not sleeping enough. Those things probably cause more stress than any of the other things combined, like the relationships and traffic, but you just don't realize it. And when you have a high base level of that physiological stress, it makes it a lot harder to deal with the everyday things that happen in life. And it also makes it a lot harder to lose weight and get the kind of results that you want. So let me just kind of write some stuff up here that goes into the threat bucket. So we just mentioned things like relationships, boss, coworkers, kids, spouses, this kind of stuff. All of those things can fill up the threat bucket. Like I said, traffic, who likes traffic? Nobody. Finances. Lots of different things going on in your life can fill the threat bucket. But so can things like nutrition, not having enough or not having the right kind at the right time, exercise, not doing it at all, or doing the wrong kind or doing too much, sleep or lack thereof, your vision, how well you can see really matters, balance. If you have a hard time with that, that's obviously stressful and threatening. So basically, these are some of the things that fill the bucket, and there's lots of other stuff too, but we could be here all day listing things that could possibly fill the bucket. So basically what happens is different things go wrong with stuff that can fill the threat bucket is that it starts to get full. And what's really cool is that your body can handle a lot. It can handle a lot of stuff before it gets negative outputs, but the thing is, once it gets to the point where it's full and it starts overflowing, then it starts overflowing and things start coming out. And the things that start coming out are generally things that no one wants, such as weight gain or lack of weight loss. Pain is a big one that comes out of here. Movement dysfunction. Low energy, fatigue, brain fog, stomach problems, pretty much any kind of problems, any kind of negative depression, anxiety. That's a big thing that comes out of the threat bucket for a lot of people. Pretty much any of these things that are going on that you don't want to be going on. So long story short, everything affects everything. And the reason that someone is in pain or that's not losing weight could have something to do with any of these things. Now, I can't go home and, fix your relationships or make traffic better, but I can help you learn how to eat better, how to sleep better, how to move better. And that starts reducing some of these threats. And then once we can get your threat bucket below the threshold, then we can hopefully start reducing some of these negative outputs for you. So this is kind of a metaphor that we can use when we move forward. And over the next couple weeks and months, we're going to be talking about lots of different ways to reduce the threat bucket. Hopefully you're going to find some things that directly apply to you so that we can reduce more of this stuff and get you on the road to results. So please post below if you have any questions, and definitely if you have any suggestions for topics moving forward. Thanks.